Good morning. Good morning once again, people, fellow humans. And as you know, I spell that Huemonds, colorful nuts. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Friday, or as Darren Hardy says, Friday. Friday. I'll see you on the flip side. Friday. Friday, everyone. September 20th, 2024. It is almost 6 a.m. here in southwestern Nevada. Nevada? No, not Nevada. Nevada. Duh, man. And good morning, Watabevy. The race is on. Watabevy is there first. Peace, love. Good morning, Mr. Bojangles. Did you have a I'll talk about that in a second. A long night, Mr. Bojangles? Was it a long night or a good night? Buenos dias, Bo. NV, not NV. Right. We're from NV, the state of NV, not envy. It's a symbol, not a verb. Yeah. Okay. So here we are. Once again, Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help our students and interested people on their journey through this life, which contains a transcendent soul, or the journey of the transcendent soul through this life. We'll figure out a way to make that simpler. Making pumpkin pie after the podcast. All righty then. So, yeah, if you can send me a text of anything else you feel that we need at the event. And the question would be, do you think they have serving spoons in the kitchen at the coalition? Everybody else is saying, what? What are you talking about? What? Okay, so today is the wraparound, the quarterly wraparound. And that starts with that's spelled with a W, not a C. Tell me when you get it. The wraparound starts with a W, not a C. You have to have an IQ over 105 to get that one. Waiting. Okay, well, today I think is going to be one of the greatest memes of all time from Seth Godin. It's going to have one title of this. The meme of today was going to have to do with doing the things you don't want to do. Do what you don't want to do. Darren Hardy did a good one on that. But Seth Godin, we are not worthy. Seth Godin knocked it out of the box, which I think is the greatest one that we have done so far, theme that we have done. But today is the wraparound. It doesn't start with a C. What does that mean? Hello? Is anybody in there? Over. Okay, so today's the wraparound, people. 9 o'clock, we need to be there. I would say, Bo, hold back. Just let crap around. Right, it is the wraparound. It is the wraparound, not this crap around. But it could be that today because of the Harvest Festival. A, B, no one gets in who is not a housing challenged person. I was making coffee. Okay, coffee around. So, do they have coffee makers there? Because I think it's important that staff has coffee. Maybe just in your truck, if you've got a milk crate or maybe one of those styrofoam containers, we can put a coffee maker in it for staff, not for the helots, not for the general public. Okay, we're 434 in. And the meme of today, Seth Godin, professionals are consistent. Again, I think this is going to be the most important one. It's buffering. Are you sure it's not your internet connection? Are you having a problem, Mr. Bojangles? Hola, Sophie. Buenos dias. Nope. Okay. So it must be out in Fort Jax or in the heliosphere. It's okay now. Okay. That's because I stopped talking. It's a message from the gods. You want to have buffering problems go away? Stop talking. I miss the wraparound talk. Well, we'll see. I think it's going to be better in the future when we have time to really focus, break it down. Okay, Seth Godin, professional, what is it called? Professionals are consistent. Let's go to the worksheet. The worksheet, here we are. Advice from an 80-year-old. This is also red letter. Loosen up, relax. Except for rare life and death matters, nothing is as important as it first seems. Relax. Okay, nothing is as important as it first seems. So today, the wraparound, the most important time is going to be from 9 to 10, believe it or not. From 9 to 10, it's going to be the most important time, the setup, the prep, making sure that everybody's in place. So when the conductor bunk taps, and however they do it, whatever they do first, that's the most important part. The hour from 9 to 10. And Mr. Bojangles, we should hold back anybody who would be beneficial. So I would say Matthew, hold him back. We also have to pick up the women. Figure that out. Who can go get them? I need to be there at 9 just to ensure that nothing bad happens. I mean, I have to be there from 9 till opening. I don't have the luxury of going and getting them. And we really don't want them there before, say, 9:45. So somebody's got to go at 9. Somebody must leave at 9:30 to pick them up. Maybe Arden. Maybe we can reach out to Arden to see if he will be there at 9:30, 8:30 to get the women. Okay, advice from an 80-year-old. Once again, loosen up, relax, except for rare and life and death matters. Nothing is as important as it seems. We have Seth Godin in red letter plus also green letter. So that means it's going to be on there that way forever. TED Talk today, Aaliyah Crum, mindset, another red letter thing that fits in with our the theme, the meme of professionals are consistent. Beliefs, mindset, follow up from yesterday. Mark Dawes talking about our self-identity is made up of our self-beliefs. So if you can figure out what somebody's self-beliefs are, you know what their self-identity is, what they think of themselves. Or vice versa. You know their self-identity, you know what their self-beliefs are. And it can be observed. Okay. So, how are we doing for time? Time, such a runic rhyme. Yes, relax and release. Texted Arden. Good. Excellent. Let's see if Arden is up to it. If he is ready to seize the opportunity. Carpe diem. If he's going to carpe diem, so you could ask the question of him one day, hey, how come you're never on these talks in the morning? How come you never participate in the podcast? Why do you think Why don't you get that if you were on there, maybe things would be different with your life? Worth pondering. Okay, let's get to Seth Godin. The most important, I think this is the most important meme that we've ever had, theme for the show. 9:49 in, ready to get started. Professionals are consistent. Authenticity is for amateurs. We want the surgeon, the broadcaster, or the musician to show up fully as the best version of themselves. We know you might be tired from an overnight shift and authentically feel like phoning it in. But hey, this is the only aorta I've got. And I'd prefer if you were the consistent world-class surgeon you're capable of being. Authenticity is for friendships. Professionals simply show up, especially when they don't feel like it. Right. It's the things you do when you don't feel like it. Now that, by the way, is a segue to Darren Hardy's thing today, what we were going to talk about, which is do the things you don't feel like doing, as a kind of like a categorical imperative. How do I know what the right thing to do is? Well, I feel like doing this. I could do A or B. I feel like doing A. Okay, I'll do B. Or as Matt talked about a few weeks ago, when I asked him, what's the best advice I ever gave you? And he said, you said, don't be an idiot. So he says every time he has a choice, he asks himself, what would an idiot do? And then he does the opposite. Okay, actually, that's from The Office. That was Michael and Dwayne, or Dwight. Darren Hardy's thing is, what do you feel like doing? Well, do the opposite. Do you feel like staying in bed or getting up and working out? Well, I feel like staying in bed. Okay, I'm going to get up and go work out. Do the thing you don't feel like doing. And in how do you know what the right thing to do is? Well, the thing is, we generally know what the right thing is because it's the thing we don't want to do. We have to do the things we don't want to do. That creates discipline. And by the way, that also is a segue to the Jordan Peterson talk for today. The little Jordan Peterson 2-minute, Jordan Peterson short is discipline. Oh, and daily stoic, doing the thing you don't want to do. Discipline is matter. Let's say it's your mind forcing your body to do what it doesn't want to do. Taking a cold shower. You take a cold shower so your body doesn't control you, your mind controls you. But again, let's go back. Professionals are consistent. Let's break this down. Authenticity is for amateurs. Okay, so authentic is different. Wow, that was an authentic show. That was, it's about being different, unique, maybe spontaneous. However, we want the surgeon or the broadcaster or the musician to show up fully as the best version of themselves. We know you might be tired from an overnight shift and authentically feel like phoning it in. I'm just going to do it as I feel. I'm just going to wing it, man. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to put it out, throw it out to the Holy Spirit and say, Holy Spirit, you drive today. It's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. I'm going to let God do it. Let go, let God. Right? That's what I'm going to do. But hey, this is the only aorta I've got. And I'd prefer if you were the consistent world-class surgeon you're capable of being. In other words, don't be authentic, be consistent. Be repetition, repetition, repetition. Be that person. Authenticity is for friendships. Right, because it's ever changing, ever new. Professionals simply show up, especially when they don't feel like it. Again, that's a segue to Darren Hardy of do the things you don't feel like doing. Okay, a lot of comments up here. Buffering, bad, buffering. Limiting beliefs, what a bevy. Bed, what's that? Sleep, right, opposite action. Car crash, LOL. Wata. Okay, I guess I missed the thread on that. So, I think you're going to just have to keep reaching out to Arden, maybe the next time at 7 o'clock, because he just needs to be there by 8:30. And let's see. I think I can post here on that. Pratt, comma, please be ready at 8:30 for pickup and transport to the wraparound. We are hoping that Arden can pick you up at 8:30. You get what you reap what you sow. How about that? You reap what you sow. If Arden were here on this thing every morning, what would he, if he was sowing that, what would he reap? Right. Tailspin. Okay. Anyway, 1637 in. Today is the wraparound. Let's make the most of it. We're going to do the best we can for the coalition and for Nevada Outreach, giving us their support, using this as the springboard for this point into the future, getting it back into the hands, or as I said last night, to the Christians to do this thing. And yeah, as Mark Watney would say, and yeah. In your face, Neil Armstrong. Signed, Mark Watney, Space Pirate. Okay. I think we're going to sign off unless anybody has anything else. Unfortunately, Maticus von Atticus, see, not showing up. Just not showing up. It's about being consistent. Now, in his mind, it's probably good, little power move. I'm going to have people wondering if I'm going to be there today. Okay, there's a little bit of that versus being consistent, having the expectation. So for me, I want people to have the expectation I'm going to answer the phone, that when they dial my number, they believe he's going to pick it up, versus, wow, I wonder if I'm going to win the lottery today. I wonder if he's going to actually pick up today. Take vids and pics, right? Good point. What a bevy, we need to update the church thing, text in church. We've got to think of some new things, going to move forward. Now that we're going to be doing the wraparound, we're going to have a new name and go from there. Jacob's Ladder, the multicolored dream coat adventure. Let's come up with something very Willy Wonka-ish as the name of the event for the future. Okay, all right, people. It's Friday. Let's go make something happen. We have the weekend to relax. Interesting sound. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say Shivas and Shalom. Om Shalom. Oops, sorry. Got to push end.